Hello guys, welcome back to Jay's Journey. Today we continue our adventures here in Munich, Germany. So we are at this luxury street. It's called Maximilianstraße. This entire street, right, is a place where they sell lots of branded, lots of luxury goods, lots of fancy coffee place. This is a place that really tests the limit of your credit card. So definitely be sure to spend wisely here. We will be comparing how the European luxury scenes compared to Asian's mega mall. We will be having some cheese later, and we will definitely visit some coffee bars, right, where you can have great coffee. So let's check out the video. For this street, Maximilianstraße, it was already built right back in the old 18th centuries by a king. So at that point, that king, he wants a place that reflects the wealth, the power, and their culture, and thus this is what he ends up with till today. This entire street, right, with all the historic buildings, high-end boutiques, is definitely the version of how Munich's luxury runway works. There's lots of branded shops here and there, and they are all like a standalone building. So the question is, how many branded shops can you spot while I was filming the video? Be sure to check them out. One thing I noticed right when I was strolling the street is the shopping here is very different in compared to Asia. Back in our side, everything is inside mega malls, huge big buildings. Every brands are clustered together, so you'll be enjoying your aircon while you're just strolling around with all the brands inside those little shops. Easy for you to access them all. However, in here, right, each luxury brands have its own standalone building. So if you really want to compare the brands, you already have a culture shock. You will need to walk around from store to stores down the street. It is like a luxury street experience than a mall. And there's a saying that some men really hate window shoppings or are really afraid of it. This will definitely be your worst nightmare, trust me. Of course, in reverse, it's definitely a paradise for ladies. Lots of place to walk, lots of scenes to view, and lots of brand here. Each is like its own palace. If you want to compare a certain brand to another one, like maybe a Chanel versus a Gucci, you are definitely looking at a 400-meter walk. It is like a shopping workout. So as you are shopping, you are also slimming down, which is definitely great news, right, for the ladies. One thing to take note, right, is all these buildings, they're all protected by the heritage law. So you can't really touch anything about it. And they has been this way for like over a few hundred years. You can't even change a window frame without government permissions. Every building here are designed to outlast art. They has to be kept origined all the way for all these years. Right now, we are going to the next stage. We'll be entering this cheese shop here. In Europe, right, cheese is totally like a religion. They worship and love cheese. Look at all this wide variety of the cheese that's available here. They have been making cheese for over 7,000 years, and it was definitely the origin of the travel food. We bought some wheels of our own while we are trying on the different cheese flavors out here, and I can guarantee that there's at least 10 to 20 different types of cheese. There's huge cheese wheel outside, which is definitely not friendly for us as a traveler. So we go for this mini one. It's around like a palm size, probably a little bit bigger than that. But it is very friendly for us. And there's lots of flavor here that you can look. There's some common one like garlic and herb, which is what I buy. The truffles one. There's also smoked flavor cheese and blue cheese and nutty alpine cheese. There's also creamy and soft cheese. Lots of cheese here. For here, we have brought back a garlic and herbs one. I really love this when I was trying the experience. So yep, this is going home with us. We will be slicing the cheese with this specific knife for cheese cutting. And if you see the yellow color outside, it is actually wax. So note, you cannot eat that. You have to cut it away, remove it before you eat it. It's absolutely delicious. The cheese flavor is really deep, mixing with some herbs and garlic. The taste is off the rooftop. Next up, I'm gonna pair it with some of the crackers that has specific design for the cheese. So I will simply just cut a slice, go with the crackers, and simple, delicious meal is done. Do remember to finish your cheese fast after you cut through the wax, because after that it can't really last too long once exposed to the air. After the cheese is definitely coffee. The coffee culture here is very serious. We are stepping into this fancy coffee bar. They not only sell coffee, but they are also having coffee machines, capsules, and specialized beans. So Germany might not be as famous as Italy for coffee, but they definitely take it seriously, because coffee is not just a drink, it's a daily lifestyle here. And you can look at all these capsules that are on the wall. Each is a different flavor. So whatever you like, just pick, bring it back, and enjoy your coffee. Even though we have our own coffee in Asia, but I would say that the coffee here is fanciful enough for me to want to bring it back as a gift to my loved ones. So lastly, let's wrap up and go for some food here. We're at this bar, right, where you can order anything. It's an open central kitchen concept where you can not look at the menu but just on the ingredients pile out, so you will not have the issues of worrying what to eat. Just walk through the bar, look at all the food outside, all the drinks there, they are peeled out. Whatever you want, you point it, they will cook it and you can eat it. It is a luxury version of a hawker center, but with more marble. Of course, the best part is as they are cooking in front of you, it makes the food taste even better. So that's the end of the exploration for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to Jay's Journey for more travel content.